Hey, what's up everybody? It's Troy D. Welcome back to the channel for another amazing video. This time, a lot of people have been asking about this, but I just want to say thank you for all our new subscribers, first and foremost. Wow, it's been a lot lately from all parts of the world. Remember, I can see where you guys are from, whether you're from Nigeria, India, the Philippines, Europe. I just want to say thank you for subscribing. I'll do my best every single time I get on the camera. So today we're going to talk about a really hyped up release, not because of the reviewers, hyped up because of the marketing. Really comes in a nice pink bottle, and I only have the decant right now, and this is Tom Ford's Rose Prick. Tom Ford's Rose Prick. So Rose Prick is out on their website right now, and it's out in certain stores. I see Sephora start having it. Funny, Nordstrom doesn't have it yet. At least the one I have in LA doesn't have it, but Sephora starts having it. Started to have it recently. You know, the moment it came out, obviously I got some connects that are gonna hook me up. I want to say thank you for Ashore, friend of mine from Facebook, for hooking me up with a decant of Rose Prick and sent it immediately. Funny side story: this decant made its way to like 3 or 4 different post offices, and I was like, oh my god, are the postal service people kind of like trying them on or something? I don't know, but it was crazy. It was in Koreatown one day, and then the next it was in Downey, and I'm just like, dude, when's it gonna get to me? So finally I have it. I got to test it, and here are my thoughts. Now I'm gonna talk about Tom Ford real quick too, because Tom Ford is, man, almost everybody I know has a Tom Ford fragrance. Now you guys have been watching my videos probably for the past month, and let me ask you this: do you see any Tom Ford? Do you see any like Tom Ford? Have I ever put a Tom Ford here on this table ever? The answer would be no. Why? Because I do not own a single Tom Ford fragrance. Okay, and I have my reasons. I have my reasons for why I don't own a single Tom Ford fragrance. So this would be my first, right? That's crazy. I get the Rose Prick first, the new one. But I mean, you know, Tom Ford is very accessible here. Maybe in different countries it's not, but over here it is. I can go to any store here that has fragrances, and they have the whole lineup, and you can test them. You know, at least here in America. Now, Tom Ford to me, okay, you gotta understand, I started with fashion. So the Tom Ford that I have is the blazer. Okay, so Tom Ford makes suits and blazers, very expensive blazers, velvet, for gentlemen, you know, for very classy events. That's Tom Ford. That's what he really does. Okay, so he's into beauty and all fragrances, but gotta understand, guys, his stuff is really blazers, you know, formal wear even. That's Tom Ford. Ridiculously expensive. One blazer probably is more expensive than this entire collection right here. That's where I started, okay? And so the association for me, right, is just having like Tom Ford. It's like, oh, well, he's the guy that makes the classy like stuff. And true to form, that's exactly what it is. So when I started sniffing a lot of the Tom Ford, like, you know, the bangers, they're considered by many as really, really good Tom Fords, it couldn't get out of my brain the association that it's like a classy kind of scent that's associated with the clothes, you know, that's really, again, his main thing. And I mean, I'm in the West Coast, guys, so we don't really wear a lot of blazers. We don't, at least me. Maybe a lot of people in the business world here, maybe in finance, they wear blazers. But Tom Ford to me, like, I always associate it with the East Coast. It's like very New Yorkish, very like blazery, layered types of clothing, tie, a twill coat, a scarf over. Like, those are the type of clothes that you just don't see in California. You know, we're very, you know, t-shirt, hoodie, jacket. That's really the most, you know. But whenever I travel on the East Coast, I mean, I definitely wear those things. But I always associate it with that. So just to let you know, I got nothing against Tom Ford. I think they're great. But to me, if you live in a place where you are wearing layered clothing, jackets, scarves, twill coats, I mean, this is perfect because that's Tom Ford right there. Okay, so for those that don't know that Tom Ford is really in his base is clothing, well, that's what it's about. Now, the second thing, the thing about Tom Ford that I would say the reason why I don't own it is because every time I seem to like it enough that I'm about to buy it, I end up buying something else. Why? Because I believe, for me, Tom Ford's classic DNA on almost all their fragrances is like immediately appealing. Immediately. Which means no matter what fragrance that he has that you smell, whatever like really connects with you, you'll immediately want to buy it because you're like, oh, this is immediately appealing to me. And that goes to, I mean, you could look at everybody that swears on Tom Ford, whether it's the oud wood, tobacco vanille, ombre leather. I mean, on first sniff, you kind of fall in love. And I'm not, of course, the other fragrances you might not fall in love, but you will pick up a Tom Ford bottle and then you're going to fall in love with it immediately. So this is a great, like for me, like Tom Ford, again, is great for people that want that immediate. They smell it immediately. It's great. I'm going to buy it. That's it. That's Tom Ford. And unfortunately, I'm not kind of like that. When I try scents, I always look for something more elevated than that. Probably because of just the lifestyle. I'm more in tune with just the makers and how they create the blends. And I need more complexity and depth at this point. But again, this is why Tom Ford is so great, because you will smell an ombre leather or whatever and you're gonna be like, oh, whatever connects with you, it's there, you're gonna buy it. Okay, so that's my whole spiel on Tom Ford. Okay, back to Rose Prick, right? So as you can see, these are all just right here. Tuxedo's not part of it, but these are all my Rose fragrances, my battalions. I mean, again, you would think like, why would you need another Rose, or why should I even add another Rose if I have these, right? Well, guess what? Remember what I said earlier? When it comes to Tom Ford, a lot of people just probably have never even owned a Rose fragrance. Okay, the other Tom Ford fragrance that people keep talking about, Cafe Rose, guess what? I don't see that in the stores. I only saw it at the Nordstrom once, and it's got this like ugly like purple picture. It's so like annoying. Like it's the usual like black Tom Ford like bottle with like purple. It's not even a nice purple. It's not even like Lakers purple. It's just, you don't even want to look at it. But Rose Prick, the bottle of this is like straight pink, pastel pink. Can't freaking miss it, right? So, and another side story, if you don't know, guys, is that this fragrance sold out in Korea in 1 day. 1 day. All it took was a K-pop star, a huge K-pop star from GOT7, did an ad for Tom Ford, maybe a minute or less, maybe 40 seconds, and that's it. This banger sold out in all of South Korea. It came in a pink bottle, so it looks cool. Goners. Okay? So these are all roses, but this one is quite different, and I'll tell you exactly why. Number one, it's like a triple rose deal. It's got 3 different roses. So, and I will say this, that none of these roses are concentrated or dark. None. Zero. You're not gonna get dark rose. You're not gonna get like a concentrated rose. It's more of like a fresh rose, not like concentrated or thick. And then it comes with like the opening has a turmeric, which is sort of like a bitter, orangey, gingery type of smell. And tonka, which, to me, okay, my first impression was like, ooh, it's like rosy and fruity, somewhat fruity. I was like, okay, this is different. This is not the same as these other guys here, which is like, more on the, I would say, opulent, darker side and stuff like that. And you would assume that, it's Tom Ford, black blazer, it's on the dark side. It's not actually. This is, and that's why the bottle's pink too. Because it's sort of like a fruity, fresh, rosy type deal. And then it's got Sichuan pepper, So if you watch my last video on Memoirs of a Trespasser, I'm starting to see these like Sichuan peppers. I now see what it does, and it does, like I said, emit kind of like that fresh feel of rose. And then on the base it's got patchouli. Well, on the base it's got patchouli and tonka, but it's very like simple, in a way. It's Sichuan pepper, turmeric, you know, and then it's got three types of roses, and then it's got tonka and patchouli. That's it. That's it. And the total result, I would say, is a very airy, I would like to say, new age rose. That's my description right there. It's like a new age rose. It's not like an old rose or like a classic rose. It's like a new age rose, which, by the way, we dial this back. That's exactly what Tom Ford is about too. It's like those people that, like I said, they come and try the scents, and it's gonna connect with them. So if somebody, in my opinion, has never tried a rose fragrance, has never owned a rose fragrance, comes in and is looking for a new age rose, sees the pink bottle, there goes the marketing right there, the nice pink bottle that stands out differently from the crowd, tries this on, I think they're gonna be like, ooh, like that. I think that's the thing. Like for me, I was like, ooh. And without a doubt, it smells good. I mean, I just want to say, if you guys want to ask if it smells good, yes, it smells good. Wife says it smells great. Now, the issue is when you see the price. I don't know. $335 for 50 ml. 335 big ones. For somebody that collects perfumes, that might be a stopper right there, unless you are paying for the bottle. You want to buy the bottle, you want to make it look different, because there's going to be a pink one right here. It looks cute. But there's also a reason why I see a lot of Rose Prick getting resold right now on the gray market, probably $180. Why? Because I think that if you are a frag collector or a frag head or like a frag reviewer, yeah, this might not be anything new to you, and you might be really repulsed with the price, like 300. What? That I think will hit a lot of people. But again, I believe Tom Ford is not making this for the frag heads. He's not making this for the reviewers. He's making it for the people that go to the stores, reeled in by the Tom Ford bottles, reeled in by the names, Effin' Fabulous, Rose Prick. I mean, this scent to me is really for the casuals. This is for the casuals. And you know what? They're going to love the scent. It smells good. I got nothing against the actual smell of it. Okay? Maybe the frag head will be like too picky, but no, you got to understand, it's like the DNA of Tom Ford, which is like classy, immediate love, depending on your personality, depending on your preferences. Immediate gratification, smells great immediately. And then you have the marketing, you have the pink bottle, you got the K-pop sensation saying you gotta buy it. It's gonna be a hit, And with the absence of rose fragrances being like straight up marketed to you by in store is what I'm talking about. Like, you won't hear people like saying, "Oh, you should wear rose," or you really, like I said, you won't even see that Cafe Rose bottle in most of the perfume places. This bottle right here, the pink one at least, is gonna stand out like crazy. So that's my review. If you are looking for a nice bottle and a nice rose, airy, fresh fragrance, if you are a lady, this is great. This is great if you're a lady. And you have $300 just somewhere there that you want to spend. It's like tax return time. Go ahead. I think it's great for girls. And believe it or not, this is also great for guys. If you don't own a rose fragrance, you want to get into it, but you want it to smell somewhat airy, somewhat new age, somewhat modern, then definitely I think Rose Prick is for you. And I'm gonna wear it a little bit more because I feel like there's a place for this in one of my lists. And trust me, like I saw, for me it's like it's overwhelmingly, for me it's a vote, a positive vote. The only thing that would knock it down would be the price, but other than that, it's a Tom Ford. Like, you know, it's definitely a Tom Ford. It has everything that a good Tom Ford has. It's all about whoever is gonna be into rose fragrances or has the personality to wear Rose Prick. All right, so that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed my review. I'm gonna come up with more reviews. I'm gonna enjoy this 5 ml decant. Thank you again, Ashore. And again, please subscribe right here because we're gonna come up with a lot of good ones coming, a lot of reviews coming soon. And I'll see you then. God bless.